Hi, good morning and welcome, excuse me, to another week on the project. Uh, Sort of lot going on today for us, really. We've got the match tonight, which is Leicester City at home. I'm not going to dwell on it too much, to be honest with you, because like the pre-match stuff uh, is difficult when we play someone like Leicester. I don't want to go on about it too much because if things were going into it in too much depth, um, we're going to end up sort of just worrying ourselves to death. They're a good side. They score a lot of goals. They don't concede many, and we're at home. So I don't know. I fancy that we could get a draw, providing we don't concede early on. I think the longer the game goes on at 0-0, the better chance I fancy of us having. But I don't know. They're a very good side. We'll look at the game. I think we'll do a review of it probably tomorrow. But I did want to talk about a few other things today, actually. Like, firstly, I just want to get over really just what the project, the Facebook group, the project is all about. A few people over the last few days, we're talking about a few other things, and people say, and I've had it a few times, not many. It's supposed to be a football group. What are you talking about that for? Well, it isn't supposed to be a football group. It's supposed to be what it is. It's an ever evolving thing, really. We want this to be a little bit more than your average Facebook football group. If you want that, there's plenty of them around. I mean, it's not difficult to find them, but you're not going to find the usual crap on here that you find on those. People won't be slagging each other off. People won't be, swearing at each other and dismissing each other because it's not the way we run things, really. The reason we started this group initially was because of all the issues I was seeing in other groups. It was absolutely toxic, especially when the Richardson Lopez thing was going on. It was absolutely awful, and that's really when I decided to sort of start my own thing up. I've been a member of Small Heath Alliance for years. Obviously I'm still a member of Small Heath Alliance now, and I wanted to sort of replicate something like that on Facebook, but you're never going to get a true replica of things because the members are going to be different. But I wanted it to be more of a community spirit and a community feel to it. So that if people needed help on, I don't know, like buying a car or and a problem with the washing machine or something like that, you're not scared to ask it. That someone saying this is supposed to be a football group. So it is what it is. If you want to raise other things, then do it. I mean, I often put photos of old Brum up, which I really like, and it gets interest. If you come across something you don't like, just skip past it. It's not a big deal. You haven't got to read everything. Definitely you haven't. So if there's something you don't like, just don't involve yourself with it. Because if you're looking for some kind of argument or response, you ain't going to get it, because your conversation is going to last. Well, it ain't going to last very long if you start getting abusive. So it's pretty simple. That's our philosophy, and 99% of the people on here know that and respect it. We have respect for each other, so that's how it is. What we are trying to do in this coming new year is we're going to try and involve and put a few more sort of community things into the project. We obviously still want to work with Blues, doing things. They have their alliance, and we like to think we're part of that. But we're also, like, really importantly, or more importantly, thinking about doing some stuff ourselves that we can do. That we're able to do and offer to our 8,000 odd members and 4,000 guests. So something that I've been talking to Beck about this for a while, and my daughter, who also actually runs charities, and one of the things that we did discuss, although we discussed quite a few, and we are going to do quite a few things over the coming months and hopefully years, is the men's mental health. Because men suffer a lot, and they tend to suffer in silence. This, by the way, doesn't exclude women. If you have women in the group that have mental health issues, it includes you as well. But men's mental health is awful. I mean, there's the suicide rate for men is unbelievable. It really is. It's at an all-time high at the moment, and you know, what we want to do is form a nucleus of people within the group who either need or can help with mental health issues, or not need them, have them, or can help with them. So myself, I've got a level 4 mental health awareness qualification, and also a mental health first aid. So I'll be doing some of it myself, and we've already had quite a few people showing interest in this. It's a really important thing. You know, we can get backing for this. We can get you guys involved. We can have one-to-ones. I'm quite happy to do that. We're going to do some group stuff on Zoom. We're going to put some stuff out on YouTube. I want it to sort of reach out to people. And if you're someone that doesn't want to comment about it, or don't, or feel uncomfortable commenting about it, I've turned on anonymous posting now on the group. So if you want to, if you want to make an anonymous post, then do so. It's okay. You know, you can do that. We're happy to talk about things and see how we go, how we get on. You know, we want to offer it across a number of platforms. I mean, I'm quite happy to do just voice calls as well if people are nervous about doing stuff. You know, we don't have to have your identification. You know, and we don't want people to feel. Or the thing we don't want is for people to feel left alone, you know, or in a corner. And this time of year is very, very difficult. I know a lot of single dads that suffer at this time of year, you know, and I mean, I'm a single dad myself, you know, and like my girls are a bit older now, but you know, I know what it's like, and it's not a nice place to be in, you know. So I think it's something we can all have a think about, and you know, if you think it's a goer, you can message us. You can directly message me or Beck through through the group, and tell us what your thoughts are. Let us know, because the more people we have supporting it, the more chance we've got to getting this going. You know, and I really want to make a difference with this. It's an important thing for me. I've had my own issues, you know, with mental health, suffering with anxiety, and I get the odd little, you know, you've probably noticed a few times, you know, I get the odd little twitch here and there, which I don't know, I think is quite sweet, but I'm aware of it, you know, and it's not like the end of the world, but there's a lot worse things than that. So if you feel alone and you feel that you know you need help or you need someone to talk to, we are always going to be here, all right? Even if it's only like a 5-minute phone call that you need, it's cool. Message us. I'll give you a number you can contact it on us on. You can make it anonymous. It doesn't matter. That's the sort of thing we want to offer to you now. We have also got something coming up in the new year, which involves Beck a little bit, and that's going to be just to show you how diverse we aim to be. If you have issues with your pets, I don't know, like, you know, your dog's acting a bit funny, or, you know, your dog looks a bit suspicious, you think he's up to something, or, you know, your cat's developed a limp or something like that, then we're going to have some little, we're going to offer some advice, free advice and information for you regarding your pets. Beck's a qualified veterinary nurse, and she's going to be weighing in a little bit with that. We're actually going to be doing it in conjunction with the Snooty Pooch in Solihull, which is a registered charity. It's actually like an absolutely fabulous cafe where you can take your dogs. It really is good. Have a look at it on Facebook, Snooty Pooch. So Beck's going to be doing some stuff for them, and she's going to be doing some stuff as well, like for you guys. So if, you know, I don't know, like, you know, like I said, if your dog's developed something or other, you know, he's acting a bit odd, or suspicious of him, or he looks like he's up to no good, then have a chat with Beck and she'll probably tell you what he's doing. It's serious, all right? Because I was just saying the other day to Rebecca how expensive it is to have pets. And if you have something that's a little bit wrong with your dog, and you don't have to go rushing to the vet, vets cost, I mean, you know, vets cost a bloody fortune, don't they? When I was a kid, like, you know, I don't know, like, dog never got ill, I don't know, just died or something, I don't know. But your dog, I never remember a dog getting ill. You take it to the vets if it was like cut itself or got run over or something, but not if it's got a cough or whatever. I don't know, perhaps I'm miles out with this. But so that's something Beck's going to be doing. Now, the other thing we want, we've through several things happening and not really through any sort of fault of our own, we've got a few moderator posts coming up, if you want. So with the moderators, excuse me for doing this, I'm just trying to find a note I made about it. With the moderators, the moderation job basically is upholding our standards whilst we're operating. So, you know, look at posts if anyone's getting out of order. There's a number of things you can do. We don't always, you know, rush to banning people. You know, always try to give people the benefit of the doubt if we can. And we all know that we have our moments. You know, I mean, everyone has their moments, and it's how it is. But with the moderators, you know, we want to try and get this moderating role perfected. We've got 4 really, really top class moderators at the moment. We've had some go for different reasons. Some reasons of that they've brought on themselves for some of them just situations, life situations happen, and they have to change. You know, I mean, Rachel's been with us for ages, and sort of she's like sort of, I don't know, head moderator, I guess, I don't know. And then you know, we've got Kevin and Rob and Sean, and so you know, we want a few more. And what we want really is people that can put a little bit of time into it, particularly after matches. We tend to have a nightmare, particularly if we've lost, as you can imagine. You know, Rob actually lives in Australia, so he's quite a good moderator to have, because he comes on when no one else is on, because like obviously their night time is our daytime, which is brilliant. I forgot to mention Obi actually, because Obi is unfortunately leaving us as a moderator, but I'm hoping he's going to be able to come back at some point in the future. So those are the moderating roles. If you fancy having a crack at one, again, direct message me or Beck, and you can have a chat with us about it, or we'll have a little look. You know, it's not, they're just done, you know, they're not paid roles, obviously, like, you know, it's just, you're doing it for the love of it, really, I suppose. But we've got a nice little, I don't know, like we have our own little moderators and admin group, and we talk amongst ourselves on that, which is quite nice. And the moderating job, you know, it's quite a nice little thing to do, I think. You know, you're helping to build a community and get to know a lot of people. We would like a few more female moderators, and I know a couple we've got actually this morning have been forwarded to us, which would be great. But, you know, anyone at all, if you're a little bit diverse, then fantastic. Because something else we're looking at is someone who is a regular user of the disabled facilities at St Andrews. We have been working with Obi in the past, who was our resident disabled person, if you like. But Obi used to use the disabled facilities, and he did stuff with us, like taking photos and blah, 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 you know, so we can check that everything's okay down there. A result of that actually is that we should have radar keys in the ground tonight against Leicester City. The club have kept their word, so we're going to find out about that fairly shortly, aren't we? And so if you have a disabled member who may also want to be a moderator, I don't know, but if you are a disabled member, and the disability can be any disability, you know, I mean, some disabilities are invisible, some aren't, you know, it doesn't matter. But what you're going to have to be able to do is be able to express yourself to myself and Beck, so that we can sort of, you know, dialogue about the facilities. And also you may have to, you know, like be in touch, direct email touch with the club. Like Obi's been dealing with directly with Jeremy Dowell, you know. So you have to sort of be prepared to engage with people at the top of the club as well sometimes. So if you're a disabled, I've got a bad throat at the moment. I've had it for weeks, and I'm trying to get rid of it. I've had my daughter over here for the weekend. The weekend of boozing doesn't help. You know, I'm not used to it. eucalyptus or something. So if you could do a dual role moderator and disabled coordinator, I don't know. We do like look at giving the moderators some extra little bits and pieces to make their life a little bit more fun while being in the group. Like Rachel does a great job of looking after the under 18s and the under 21s, the content, does a brilliant job about it. And she also looks after like the kids football and rugby and that, like the Sunday morning stuff. Rebecca looks after the ladies' content. So, we're looking to sort of share the love a little bit. So if any of those things appeal to you and you want to have a little go at doing them, do them, because we're a friendly group and we want to stay that way. I know I get slagged off on other groups and that's just people slagging me off because I've removed them, it's as simple as that, really. I think myself and Beck were described as Hitlers the other day or something. I don't know. Not that it worries me at all. It doesn't bother me now. But so please feel free to come and anything I've just spoken about, get in touch with us. The mental health issue is a massive thing. I want to help people with it. We all do. All of our team want to help. We've got some people that are qualified to do it. In fact, Rachel's doing, I think, a talk this afternoon with about mental health with kids, So just don't be scared. You can use that anonymous button for posts if you want. We've enabled it. You can call, you can message me. I'll give you a phone number. You can call me or I'll call you. I don't mind. I guarantee you that discretion will be assured. And let's not suffer in silence. There's 8,000 people here. If one of you feel a bit suicidal or not good, you've got 7,900 potential people that can help you or talk to you. Let's make the most of the group. It's not just about the blues. I mean, we love them to bits, but life goes on. All right, I think I've said enough. So I'm going to wind you up there, and I'm going to come back tomorrow to discuss how we got the 3 points tonight. And I don't know, let's just be positive and let's keep the group going into the new year. And hopefully everyone's going to have a fantastic Christmas. There'll be some more podcasts before then. I'll return on Wednesday, by the way, with Gaz and Pete talking trash. So that's just a bit of a fun one. So, okay, guys, have a good day and probably chat tomorrow. Okay, see ya. Bye.